You are listening to an entertainment program put together by a company called Financial Ineptitude. Anything said on this show is not an endorsement or professional advice. Would you really want to tell a court of law you were suing us because you thought taking financial advice from two idiots on a podcast put out by Financial Ineptitude was a good idea? Really? Clown hat smiley face.
Okay, where were we?
Chapter 1.
Hello and well. Too much kissing. Too much kissing. Hello and welcome to the China Shop. I'm Shopkeeper Dan. With me, as always, is Kyle, creator of financialineptitude.com. How are you doing today, Kyle?
Confused. I'm hoping you leave that part in.
Yeah. Only the truly worthy will know what that reference is.
Right.
Come on into the shop with us today, folks. Sit back, relax, hedge against that rage machine. We'd love to welcome any new listeners just joining us. We're here to smash our way through a complete set of fine china, share those ever-growing strategies for maximizing gains and cutting losses with everybody. If you are new to the shop and stock trading in general, you can always check out our knowledge and resource centers on financialineptitude.com. Or you can give one of our many beginning trading episodes a listen. We'll have all those links down in the episode description for you. Easy to find. Best place to be, though, is join everybody over on our Discord server. It's just an amazing group of people getting on there, sharing plans and strategies and everything. It's a great support group. It's totally free, no paid tiers, because, I don't pay for Discord. Why should you?
Yeah. I've also been doing morning levels. We've been doing a morning planning session at 7 a.m. Central Time. So if you want to take part in that, we look at the futures levels. Definitely helps with trading the SPY if you're a fan of trading that too.
Oh, yeah. Those levels are on point too. They're great. Those sessions you guys do.
We've gotten a lot better at it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Practice makes perfect.
Right? Who would have thought?
For sure. And then Kyle, when they do join that Discord, what should they do beyond just sign up?
Participate, ask questions, learn.
No.
Oh yeah, and message me if they want some free swag. We've got plenty of stuff to give away.
That's right. Just message Kyle with your mailing address, and we'll ship that off to you. No problem. Mm-hmm. That's what we do here. We just give stuff away. Give. We are givers.
It's not great for business, but let's make friends.
We got any show news to report?
Always got show news. We just finished talking to Joe Sakala last week.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was a really fun conversation. He's the CEO and founder of the Dream Exchange, trying to work to make more IPOs happen with small market companies, trying to help minority-owned businesses, all kinds of good stuff. Just a lot of fun with him.
Oh, yeah. Amazing insight.
Hoping to have him back, too, in a few months, once the exchange is ready to get up and running. Let's see. We also we've got Gordon Stein coming up on the 1st, or the week after that. And then we've got Stefan Mathai Davis, an AI expert. So really excited to talk to him.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Let's see. What else do we got? Justin English from Salt Lending. Then we might have a collaboration going on with Designated Quizzers, so that'd be a fun one. Big stuff coming.
Oh, I've been looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, I'm excited for all that, but for right now, let me tell you, we have got a non-refundable, non-renewable, non-returnable episode for you today. Plenty of market-moving news, stocks on the radar, and more options than a murderous villain at a Comic-Con, because of all the heroes.
I spent an hour on the phone with the police today trying to report a murder.
What?
Apparently the markets don't count.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just watching the bulls get slaughtered. It's like, somebody do something, please.
They're killing all these bulls out here. They're just dying. Oh, yeah. Reach out to us, folks. We love your messages and comments on Twitter and Facebook. Really love you on that Discord. Link for that is in the episode description. If you're old school, you can send us an email to the number 2 bulls at financialineptitude.com. That's the number 2. Or you can give us a phone call at 725-22-BULLS. Maybe you got a hot stock tip. Maybe you want to tell us about a great trade you just made. Or maybe...
Maybe back in the early 2000s, you made a really, really good trilogy. And then somebody, for some reason, decided to tap into your genius again. But it's just not as easy coming up with original ideas, and you need some help.
Is that the new Matrix?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Yeah.
15 milligrams didn't even help it.
Yeah. Well, you didn't. I don't want to give Matrix spoilers. Anyway,
it's like you were using the same CGI stuff from like the first 20-year-old movie.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this stuff's come a long ways. You don't have to do things the same way.
Let's move on and talk about this stupid bet.
Yes, please. Yes, because we do have poll results too, and we were talking about whether or not 5 voters was enough to call it a result. But I'm of the opinion that if you couldn't win it when one of those voters was you,
damn.
I mean, you got a lot more friends than I do. You could have easily gained this thing, so that's really on you.
Oh, I was 20% of the vote, and I still lost.
I know. And I couldn't vote.
Yeah.
So it's not like our votes cancel each other out.
Oh, well, what am I going to do? So, did you make more money than me this week? Because my bet did make money.
I made money, but I'm not sure if it was more than you. I think you probably did better.
I made $20.30. Not 34 cents.
You should have done better than that. Okay, yeah, because half take profit. Okay.
I didn't do the whole thing at 5.
Yeah, I made more, but I also was higher to start with. I think you go first.
Yeah. Okay. Well, apparently, after 2 disastrous bet picks from Anthony and Sarah.
Well, hang on. One of them wasn't disastrous. It just didn't trigger.
Fair enough. After Kyle paid off Sarah to tank my bet pick.
Buy ARK. Oh, did you tell Vico about that, by the way?
No, I need to. I should have this week. Oh,
Vico, who's over there gobbling up short ARK shares.
Yes, he is. He's like the Cookie Monster with cookies. Like, oh, short ARK went up a little bit. Get some more SARK.
Short.
Anyway, I opened the week with $455.51. My pick was Tilray. It opened at $4.59 a share. It hit $5. What was it? Monday or Tuesday?
That was like right away.
I thought, yeah, it was that day, I think. Yeah, Monday. I thought it would have had legs to get up to $5.50, but it peaked at what was it? $5.19.
Yeah.
Probably 17 cents. And then Friday, because my stop moved to break even, that would have been $4.59. It got as low as $4.56 before rebounding up to $4.72. So like literally 3 cents.
Oh,
3
that's
pennies.
What happened. I was wondering why you didn't have more.
Because it hit the stop. It hit 3 pennies below my stop.
Mm-hmm.
So I end the week with $475.85.
Don't you wish that we could just cut a bet whenever we get 1 nuke a month?
Oh,
cut it. I'm in the money.
Move the stop up to 5, not break even.
Well, if you remember, Anthony had such a great pick with Shopify when he filled in for you.
Yeah.
I decided to copy that. And I had Shopify, depending on how it opened, I was going to be long above 410, short below. So it opened at 397.76. So the short was on. Finished the week at 363.85. And I was actually kind of sweating this one because it was down as low as like 340 before shooting up on Thursday for some stupid reason. But thankfully, when the markets tanked on Friday, it took it with it.
Yeah.
So that took my total from $530.53 up to $575.76.
Oof, damn.
And Random took BHF, which opened the week at 45.62, closed at 45.87. Random made about $3, sitting at 536.87 now. And I think we should maybe message Sarah and make sure that she didn't mean to go long the SARK.
No.
Maybe it was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Okay. Pretty sure? But not yours.
It was, yeah. But it was.
So you say whatever consequences you get, Anthony and Sarah should help out?
They should have at least 25% each, and I'll have half the consequence. Because I get to make another bet today. So I'll have had 4 bets in May, but I only got to make 2 of them. And they're both going to be winners, damn it.
All right. That sounds reasonable. See if they'll buy in.
No.
Speaking of consequences, have you figured out what I got to do yet?
Well, you already started mowing your lawn. I can't pick that one.
Oh, God, I know. I was really hoping. God damn it. I know that would have been such a good one.
What I think your consequence should be, and you're really gonna hate me for this. I think that you have to go around your neighborhood asking your neighbors if they'd like you to mow their lawn until one of them says yes.
Oh, there's no fucking way. Dude, I can barely get up the hill on my own.
Okay.
Have you seen the fucking lawns around here? Like, that would kill me.
Well, think of the poor older woman living alone whose husband has died and desperately needs the help, Kyle. Think of that. Did you think of that poor old woman?
Actually, she just died. That house is empty now. There's a young couple in there that doesn't mow their lawn. Oh,
okay.
We're on to the choices. Where's my other choice?
Everything I think of is just like a really bad idea. Like, I can't make Kyle do that. I can't make Kyle grow a mustache and just go watch children play at a park. Like, that's fucked. That's fucked up.
I'll grow the mustache. We already did that one, though.
The other one I thought of, the other consequence would be you have to call up Sue and tell her that you've blown out your account. You can't stock trade anymore, and you've decided that you have a friend who can get you into mail stripping, and it's easy, quick cash, and that's what you're going to do now.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're such an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not mowing a neighbor's lawn, so. All right. Well, hopefully, she's not listening to this episode.
Oh. Damn it!
No, that's all right. I'll do that. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, do it before tomorrow, before the episode drops. Anyway, all right, there we go. Should we move on and talk about some news?
Please.
Dow drops deep on moving inflation, COVID frustration, war damnation. We're just bringing you the fucking news. You gotta recognize the game if you don't wanna lose. We're just two bulls trading information.
Yeah, we are.
Rioters raiding, insider trading, taxes are raising, bills on the hill. We got a crypto mill. No, they ain't growing weed. When the Fed speaks today, it's some shit we don't need.
Bring it down.
Two bulls trading information.
What?
Two bulls trading information.
I'm inclined to agree.
Two bulls trading information.
That is accurate. Very accurate. What information?
Okay, Kyle. What did you want to lead off with? So many stories.
Well, we got a Freaky Friday story that I think we need to start with. If you remember, the markets were I think they'd just broken below 37 on the futures, 38, 37, which is like officially bear market territory.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw on my TD Ameritrade that Fed member Bullard was speaking, and I thought, oh, fuck. Like, here we go. This guy is going to just absolutely destroy everything. But I think he might have actually saved the markets.
Was he scheduled to talk?
Yeah, this is a scheduled thing, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think he could have timed that. I mean, like, he wasn't going to know that, like, oh, they just went into bear. Better jump on Fox News.
Yeah, right.
He gets on there and he starts saying that he agrees with the 50 basis points is a good plan, which I think wasn't he one of the ones calling for 75 bips?
I thought he was.
Like, he was like the uber bear, I thought. He was talking about inflation being the target. Like, they need to get inflation down. They want, since the faster you get rates higher and get inflation expectations under control, the more room we have to lower rates. And so he says he could see lowering rates in 23 or 24 if they can get inflation under control. And then he also talked about the economy, saying that the economy is still looking good. He's seeing the U.S. growth of 2.5 to 3% this year, above the potential rate of 1.75 to 2. He blamed some of the things that are causing weakness right now on the second reopening going on. People used to getting out of the pandemic. Talk more about inflation. But the biggest point is that he's stuck with the 50 bips, and he also stuck with the 3.5% end of year Fed funds target. He still talked about quantitative tightening since around around the world, everybody else is doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got the feeling like he was actually the savior today for somehow. Like, it's such a weird moment. Like, I don't know if Powell somehow, like, maybe they touched fingers or something.
Right.
After, like, rubbing on the floor, get some static electricity and swapped bodies. Something weird just happened.
The market dropped like 3%, and then he talked, and then it went up almost 3%.
We almost finished. I think we finished at the open.
Yeah.
Or really close to it.
Well, no. We finished at yesterday's close.
Okay. Still, that's impressive. So I did not see that coming from Bullard.
Yeah.
And then him being the Uber bear saying that he still sees U.S. growth when everyone else is concerned about inflation or recession right now. Well, that was another surprise to me.
The SEC came out and said that we're likely to have a recession because it's hard to stop inflation without one.
The SEC or the former SEC?
Oh, yeah, the former SEC chief, Larry Harris, said that.
So what's the argument there? You need the recession in order for inflation to drop?
The recession is a result of hiking those interest rates. So in order to, it's one's going to come with the other, because there's going to be less money flowing around.
Yeah, I suppose on one hand, it makes sense that a recession should help curb inflation, because if people aren't buying anything anymore, if they're having to cut, non-essential expenditures, that's going to cause a recession, but that's also going to ease the supply chain issues, which has been causing the inflation to begin with. So I don't know, maybe there is something to it.
Well, it's what Dr. Bruce Louis was talking about, right? Like you got to see, you got to see that bear market show up so we can get through it and get back to the bull market.
Right.
There's been 13 recessions since the Great Depression. Like it's a cyclic thing in our economy. Mm-hmm. There's no we can avoid a recession forever. Like that's just normal, healthy growth.
God damn it. Have you tried?
That's why the whole Fibonacci thing is a stock indicator, right?
Right.
Healthy growth has an expansion, contraction.
Right.
It's not just all straight up.
Good point. Other things that caught my eye this week, Melvin Capital apparently has liquidated all their holdings and closed the door.
Yes.
It's a $7 billion fund. People who have been longtime listeners remember Melvin Capital as being one of the ones to poke retail over the whole GME thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently they just couldn't figure it out. They took that big hit when they got knocked upside the head with GameStop, and it sounds like they compounded their issues.
Yes.
With the way the markets were. I can't remember what they made some bets on Live Nation and some other ones that were just falling pretty hard. So they gave up.
They sure did. And Ken Griffin came out to criticize retail investors that participated in the meme stock craze, saying that they all took their pandemic relief checks and took a run at the stock market, and that it resulted in investors like pension plans getting hurt because the retail decided to short squeeze GameStop and brought down Melvin Capital.
Oh, yeah, it's their fault.
To quote, "It's not Gabe's money you're taking down. You're taking down the money from a pension plan that belongs to a teacher."
Oh, okay.
As if Melvin Capital wouldn't leap at the chance to cause a short squeeze of their own and take down another hedge fund. We know that hedge funds will take each other down.
Do you remember the first time Melvin Capital was in trouble? Do you remember who bailed them out?
The Citadel.
Gave them a shitload of money in order to keep their operations going? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's whose money they took.
Yeah.
Took Citadel's money. That's why he's pissed.
Precisely. And when they shut down the fund, they do take the remaining funds, what's left, and distribute it, right? So really, if you run a hedge fund and it goes out of business, it's on you. Gabe Plotkin is responsible for any pension plans losing money. Not me for buying 5 shares of GME when it was spiking. Oh, I'm so evil. How dare I try to make money on the market? I'm a fiend, Kyle. I'm just a fiend.
Maybe don't make outsized bets on Live Nation, Hilton, Amazon, and Datadog.
Yeah, right? Maybe do better, Gabe. Do better.
Yeah. Well, he'll probably be starting another hedge fund, because I think that's how these things work. They get shitty results, then they just close up shop and then start a new one, so that way they can get it fresh. It's like resetting your SIM account. Like, I don't want to have a 30% loss on my...
Zavico, the one that was saying a hedge fund manager's job isn't to pick stocks, it's to raise money from rich people.
Oh, fuck. That was Derek Oldensmith.
Yeah. Jerry Goldsmith. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So exactly. He'll start another one because that's what he does.
Yep, because that's what they do. All right. So what else we got? Last thing that I wanted to talk about was your favorite country, Turkey, is in the news again.
Oh, what do they do now?
Turkey is a member of NATO.
Uh-huh.
And if you remember, the whole war in Ukraine is kind of centered around the fact that Russia doesn't want Ukraine joining NATO.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Apparently now Sweden and Finland want to join. Turkey is the one who's jumping in saying, like, no, we don't want them.
Oh, Turkey! Bastards.
I didn't realize this, but apparently it takes like a consensus in order to let a new member into NATO.
Yeah, it's that kind of club.
I guess Erdogan is still pissed at Sweden for suspending sales of weapons to Turkey in 2019 because of what they were doing in Syria. Well, if you want Sweden and Finland to support you, maybe you should let them into the giant alliance that you're part of. Maybe you'll get a little more, friendly relations out of that.
Yeah, give with it, Turkey. Come on. This is why I was right to try and start beef with them. I knew in my heart, I could feel it. Something's afoul in Turkey.
The funny thing was when Sweden and Finland, you remember Russia was getting really annoyed, and I think they even started throwing around like nuclear threats when Sweden and Finland first started talking about wanting to join not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
I guess after they did join, they came out and said, well, they're basically NATO countries anyway. It's no big deal. After their threats were ignored, they're like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're basically the same thing. They already staged troops there.
Yeah. Total digression, but Finland has been preparing for a Russian invasion for over 100 years. So see how that goes.
Finland and Russia have not been fans of each other for quite some time, I think. I learned about that watching the Great.
Yeah, St. Petersburg used to be a Finnish country, or city.
Yep. So, yeah, I guess they have beef.
Who doesn't have beef with anybody?
Who's that?
Sue Pullen.
Oh.
Two Bulls in a China Shop is proudly brought to you by Sue Pullen at Fairway Independent Mortgage, an equal housing lender. Sue Pullen is a certified mortgage advisor who focuses on finding the right product for you and your needs. She has over 20 years of experience helping thousands of homeowners, whether it's purchase, refinance, or even reverse mortgage. Sue is more than willing to help you, and she will. She's licensed in 27 states, so reach out. See what Sue can do for you. Best way is to just give her a call, 520-977-7904, or you can send her an email, spullen at fairwaymc.com. That's SPULLEN at fairwaymc.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage has an MLS number 2289. Sue Pullen has an MLS number 206048. That email again is spullen at fairwaymc.com, and that phone number is 520-977-7904.
And Two Bulls in a China Shop is also proud to be affiliated with Trade Pro Academy. Trade Pro Academy is the educational platform that offers institutional trader development programs to new and experienced independent traders. Translation, learn to trade like those big institutions, like Melvin, but better. They've got a great staff of highly knowledgeable and successful traders. There's no better place that we found to learn everything that you need to know to be a successful trader. You can find them online at tradeproacademy.com, or you can just use our affiliate link in the episode description. So that's a great way to support the show and improve your own knowledge and skills. And if you do join that Discord, we still have those 10% discount codes.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't tell George.
Use the code. Don't tell George. That's the thing.
Yes.
Kyle, I need to confide a secret to you, Kyle. I don't know if you've heard about the awesome and amazing Flary and Leo from Orderflow Labs.
I have heard of them. It rings a bell.
They're futures traders, right? And they've got this amazing toolkit for trading futures on Sierra Charts and NinjaTrader. They shared it with me. And let me tell you, they've got some of the most amazing custom studies. Don't tell anyone. But they're for structure and execution. They got buy-sell zones, exhaustion absorption detectors, everybody's favorite reconstructed tape, something for everybody. They're constantly tweaking it and sharing videos and knowledge. They're starting to team up with us to make podcast episodes about it. Kyle, if you're trading futures, you got to go over to orderflowlabs.com and check them out. Just do it already.
I've been playing with some of the other studies on there. I've actually added the Leroy box so I can start figuring out how to trade the 3-finger Leroy setup. They've got such great stuff.
Yeah, I'd like you to teach that to me.
God, what was the other one I threw on? Oh, I started using the session delta pivots too, trying to watch and see how those work. There's so much stuff. It's like a kid in a candy store trying to choose what trade setup you want to try to focus on. And as they start to improve the knowledge and their databases and educational content, it's just going to get even better.
Yeah, they're just so fantastic. So fantastic.
Orderflowlabs.com. Check them out.
And stay tuned for our series that we're doing with them.
Mm-hmm. Learning to trade futures with Orderflow Labs.
All right. You ready to talk about some stocks?
I could be.
Stock time! Now it's talk about stocks time. Looking for setups, it's still not advice. Big moves, fresh news, and earnings. All that we're saying, it's still not advice. Stock time!
Take that, lawyers.
I've heard that song is a bit of an earworm and getting stuck in people's heads.
My wife was complaining about it the other day. She says as soon as she hears it, like it's just stuck in her head for the rest of the day.
Oh, why couldn't I do that when I was trying to be a rock star?
I know, right?
Oh, here's a silly song to introduce the stock segment. That's some catchy shit. Damn it.
Right?
Oh, all right. What are we looking at today, Kyle? What do you got lined up for us?
Well, why don't we just go ahead and get the Musk update out of the way?
Oh, yeah.
So Elon is now trying to get the SEC to come in and evaluate Twitter's numbers because he does not believe the less than 5% fake accounts. And I'm pretty sure he even went and did his own informal poll and came up with something like 20. I'm not sure what number he actually came up with, so I guess I shouldn't comment on that. But it was much higher than 5%, we'll say.
I heard 20. I saw 20 floated around on Reddit.
I thought I saw 20. But I don't know. Is this just Elon trying to redirect the SEC from him and his brother's shady moves?
Oh, it could be.
Right?
I actually think we're watching Elon Musk go from entrepreneur to celebrity, and celebrity Musk is a different person,
right?
with different psychology.
Celebrity Musk needs someone to say no to him once in a while.
Yeah, right? You know, he and Kim Kardashian, if they would make the best power couple, she could help him with being a celebrity. Oh, no, wait. She's not a celebrity. She just made a sex tape. That's right. That's where I know her from. Never mind. Take it back.
And he did have a threesome with Amber Heard, apparently.
I don't want to see a Musk sex tape.
Elon Musk. They should make a perfume for him.
Elon's Musk.
Yeah. Anyway, there was an update from Twitter too. Apparently, they're not happy with what Musk has been doing and saying, and the last I saw, they're actually trying to enforce the deal to make sure it goes through.
That's funny.
So this story's got there's more to this. We'll have to stay posted on it, or have to keep paying attention because this isn't done yet.
Then their stock's not doing that great. The market clearly doesn't believe the deal's happening. Let's put it that way.
No, they are not. I didn't believe it when he first even offered it. Of course, I didn't hold my puts. What other stories we got?
We had one shared by Yellow Man on Discord about Stellantis, one of the world's biggest automakers.
I didn't realize they were that big.
They were Fiat Chrysler, and they merged with another French automaker.
Oh, that's who they are. Okay.
So they are a major player, right? This is no Rivian, right?
Right. Okay. All right. That makes more sense.
They make cars and they make money. They tried to pull a fast one on their suppliers, and their suppliers responded. So they put out their new contract to deal with all their suppliers, and it basically straight up said, if you get any cost savings, like if, you make the catalytic converters and sell them to us, well, if you're going to get savings on the metal that goes into that, you have to pass that savings on to us. You can't keep it for yourself in your own company.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you can imagine, all the people who supply Stellantis with things were a little concerned about the heavy-handed nature of the contract. Although there's a really, really good quote from a lawyer in here. Where was it? Hold on. I thought I had it. Okay, I can't find the beginning of the quote, but the beginning of the quote was basically never seen people so riled up. And then the second half of the quote I wanted to find was, these Stellantis terms were uniquely oppressive. Now, Stellantis was quick to point out that they didn't lose any suppliers, but when asked how much the suppliers had withdrawn their business, they declined to comment. So the fact is,
Right.
this happened, suppliers reacted, and then Stellantis backed down. So I have a feeling probably every single supplier was like, "Oh, you need 10,000 of those? Oh, we'll sell you 10."
But here's the price.
Like we'll still be your business partner. We'll sell you 10 at this price. So they back that up. Apparently, the contracts are already in favor of the big car firms, like just in that industry.
They should, and they usually are. That's not the benefit of being, when you're that big, like you can dictate some more favorable terms. That's the whole idea of being able to purchase a large amount. And most of the time they'll work with you, but it sounds like they kind of went above and beyond what is reasonable to try to demand.
Yeah, they're trying to make their electric vehicles cheaper, but that's not the way to do it.
Right. All right. Well, the stock, it's got good volume, but man, it kind of trades like Toyota does, where it just seems really jumpy.
Yeah.
Looking at it, I see we've got a nice little support at 14 and one at 13, and it's kind of hovering just above that 14 right now. Nice volume distribution all the way up to 17. So this decides to start running up. That's about where I'd look to start it. That's about what I'd be targeting, is right around 17. If this 14 fails, it should run back down to 13. And if that 13 fails, then we can really see some pain come back down to 1150 area.
Yeah, they seem pretty cheap for being such a big automaker, but I mean, their COVID low was $6.50.
Well, I mean, it's France.
Oh, well, one of their companies is in France. So,
do you know anybody who buys a French car?
Hey, Chrysler's still a thing, and Fiat's Italian. People love Italian cars.
Italian is different than French. What does French make? Renault?
That's that's their big one. I'm just saying that, that's only one of the many big companies that banded together into one.
Right.
That 11 is, if you zoom out on the weekly, that $11 is a huge level. Yeah,
there's some previous tops back from 15 and 2016. They're kind of right around that 11 to 1150 range.
Yeah, looks like the volume was a lot bigger back then.
Yep.
All right, you got any stories? There's
one other one, and that was I don't know if you were watching, but Spirit was the subject of a hostile takeover bid from JetBlue.
Whoa, I was not watching that.
So apparently it's already been rejected. I'm trying to find. I know I pulled the story up. I just can't see where I put it. Oh, here it is. Let's see. What was the offer? The offer was $33 per share takeover. And the reason why Spirit declined it is they said it had a low likelihood of winning approval from government regulators, thinking antitrust.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they would have any antitrust issues. I guess it has to do with their New England operations for JetBlue. Maybe they have a much bigger footprint over there. But
their footprint is too shared?
Okay, if it's antitrust, like you think of like too big of a company, right? They have too much market share.
Yeah.
Well, Frontier and JetBlue are both trying to battle for Spirit to make the merger because they want to be able to compete more with the big four airlines like the Southwest, the United Airlines, American Airlines, all those. The fact that they're not in the big four and they're trying to acquire somebody to be able to try to compete with them tells me that they should not be subject to any antitrust.
Well, I think there may be some nuances to it, like if they're serving different regions and like there's a ton, like Spirit and JetBlue are the only options if you want to fly to certain cities, then it might be a thing. I don't know, where they say like those routes or those cities.
Well, Spirit and Allegiant are like the only ones that fly to like a lot of these not major airlines.
Huh. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like the Justice Department did sue in September to try to unwind JetBlue and American Airlines Northeast Alliance partnership.
Mm.
So there was something in the Northeast, but that's an alliance. That's not a merger. So I'm not sure how. I don't know. I'm not sure why they think that. It does look like JetBlue did try to spice up their offer a little bit more with the $200 million, I don't know what you call it, escrow, I guess. If the bid fails, then they fork over that money to Spirit, regardless of whether or not it gets completed. Basically, if the antitrust thing stops it from actually going through. But I didn't see if that was rejected too, or if they've even considered that yet. I think so far what I've seen is that they've just gotten that and are looking at it. But I don't know, kind of weird. I mean, Spirit was trading around like $22. Why wouldn't you take a $33 buyout price?
Yeah, good question. I mean, Twitter jumped at their chance to have that premium.
Right. Let's see. JetBlue is traded on the NASDAQ, by the way.
Yeah, I'm looking at Save. SAVE is Spirit Airlines. Which one's JetBlue? What's their ticker?
JetBlue is JBLU. And, I mean, it looks like everything else. Looks like it's trending down. But this one's been trending down since September of 15.
Yeah, why doesn't Spirit try to buy JetBlue? JetBlue's cheaper.
That's, I know, right? Market cap. Let's see. We got a support around $10, which it's hovering right there right now. Break that. Run back down to $7, between $8 and $7.
Yeah.
Oh, man, lots of tasty short ideas looking at all these stocks.
I like 929 for JetBlue.
Yeah. Yeah, right where that volume node picks up.
Right where that support hit 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I like that. And I really like $7.
Oh, well, yeah.
Or,
obviously. You like 9, you love 7. That's my favorite. That's my favorite part of a bear market is then I get to play like, how low will it go? Like YOLO, like following it down and being like, I remember we had the conversation where it's like, well, I think I get it at 8, but I'd love to get it around 6, and now it's like down at 7, but it dipped almost to 6. It's like, oh my God, I do love the price even cheaper for a long-term holding. Just
wherever you're planning on buying it and you're going to put your stop at, just put your entry where your stop is.
Yeah.
Might as well just save yourself a little bit of money.
It's a bear market.
All right. Anything you're watching for this week?
I'm watching Pfizer. Take a look at that sucker.
Oh, Pfizer, huh? Oh, what do we have here?
Yeah.
That is an interesting pattern. There's a really nice trend line that's been following since March. Even earlier.
And it's on the risk-off sectors, and risk-off sectors, when I look at my combined charts, it printed a doji on the day, but it looks a lot stronger than the risk-on.
Wait, Pfizer?
I'm saying the combined energy,
healthcare, gotcha.
Consumer staples sector chart that I have. So, and looking at the options flow.
A lot of good volume on this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the way if you look at the support, follow the move back from March and then just draw a trend line connecting the dips of each leg. And then you can do the same for the peak from December of 21 down. Sorry, March of 21. I was looking at. You see that it looks like everything's tightening up right now. So whenever it breaks out of those two, or that wedge, that's the side you want to be on.
Yeah,
but it looks bullish to me.
Yeah,
just the way the volume is trending.
Yeah, I wish I had been looking at this last week because it just had a pretty good week.
Well, this is right at the do or die moment coming up next week. So we'll see what it wants to do as far as trying to break above this trend line or not.
Yeah,
it looks like it's pushed up into another distribution above 52. Also, which is another good sign.
Yes.
Assuming it can hold that.
Absolutely. What I was looking at, that 55.5 is where I want to see it break and retest to really show me that I should get some Pfizer calls.
Let's see. I think we got time for one more.
Yeah.
I did look at FedEx.
Oh, okay.
That I wanted to talk about.
All right.
Pull up their chart. Same thing. If you look at the downtrend line, you can look at where the resistance is. If you connect the top from end of May of 21, and then just kind of connect the tops as it runs down. But look how well it's trying to hold that, right around $200, maybe a little bit below that, like 195 to 200. Like it's really trying to hold that zone. And if you look back even further, you'll see a nice little gap around 186. And I don't really have a decent support if this, 198 area fails until you get down to about 177.
180, I guess. 177.
You can make a case for 185, but 185 is right in the middle of that gap.
Yeah, 177 is good. I like that. Yeah. Seen that shelf.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching FedEx to see what it does here at this level. It tried to dip below it again, but each time it's dipped below, it's had a really nice tail on the candle as buyers push it back up.
Are you looking at the daily?
Maybe watch this. Yeah, maybe watch this down this trend line and look for an entry closer to 220 if you want to try to ride this. If you can get some puts when it if it retests around 220 to somewhere around 220.
I actually like
puts at that point.
218.
Yeah, that's another good level too. So the two of those should intersect right about the time I put earnings in the 23rd. But anyway, that's one I'm watching. I want to see if it bounces off this line, and if that trend line holds as resistance, I might be looking to pick up some puts at that point.
Yeah.
See if maybe we can't get that gap filled.
You could also watch this for a breakout below 200.
Yes, that too. I just the way the buying came in on Friday, it's got me thinking it's going to try one more push up before it gives it up.
3 weeks ago, it did get as low as 193.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the real low. It's going to break to stay on bear run.
Right. 193, and then the gap that starts around 187 to 184.
I'll be excited about puts on FedEx. I want to see him break below 200 and retest it, because I think it already did the 220.
Mm-hmm.
I think it already did 220, and it's just pushing lower.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
But yeah, that's the one on my list. But I think it's time we move on. What do you got in sector rotations?
Well, I mentioned earlier the risk on is looking still pretty down in the dumps, so that's good for the bears. And risk off had a doji for the day. If I look at them on the weekly, though, it's holding pretty nice support,
right?
Even as it went through the week. Anyway, the McClellan oscillator, we are accelerating this past week. The sell-off got even more outflows, and it's also like dipped the month. May's already had more outflows than April. We are now in May.
Oh, wow.
We're at an outflow level of negative 42. To put that into perspective, that's where we were at in peak COVID.
Wow.
We've got slightly more outflows than we had peak COVID. So looking pretty bearish.
So what does all that mean? Does that mean the trend is likely to continue, or is there anything that's showing you that maybe this is a reversal point?
The only thing I know of to look for the reversal would be that 90-90 thing that Vic turned us on to.
Mm.
Let me see. I haven't had that up on my chart for a little bit. Maybe I should.
I was just thinking the close on Friday was pretty strong. I just wondered if
we actually only hit 70% inflows on Thursday, while the inflows started the morning on Friday up near in the 90s. It ended the day at negative 50. So, according to the up down volume.
Still outflows. Okay.
I should say the UVol up devol. We had down volume beat the up volume on Friday. We were negative 50.
So maybe that wasn't as strong as it sounded or looked.
It sure moved the price up, right? But the down volume still outdid the up volume. Yeah. So I'm still pretty bearish.
Gotcha.
All right.
Should we do some crypto?
Yeah, let's talk about some crypto.
I got some crypto in my wallet, hanging out on my Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, I got some crypto in my wallet, some Doja, Sushi, Polka Dot, NFT, decentralized, anonymized, fabulous cryptocurrency.
Oh, hey. So I've got a little bit more of the nuts and bolts as to what crashed Terra Luna.
Okay. Please spill.
So the stablecoin Terra and the crypto coin Luna, the token Luna.
Yep.
Had AI bots using Luna to balance the value of Terra to $1. So meaning like if Terra starts going up, the AI bot will start to create Luna, or destroy Luna to balance it back to zero, right? If it goes
Okay.
if it goes down, it'll create Luna and sell it to profit back up, or the other way around. It's out of my head right now, and I don't have that story. I accidentally closed it.
They're trying to just control the supply and demand to peg the price to a fixed asset.
Exactly. Using Luna, and they would create or destroy Luna tokens to balance it.
Right. Well, I could see an issue with that. What happens when nobody wants it?
So, what ended up happening was, they had enough liquidity pull out that the AI bot, when it tried to respond, it just completely went nuts and overreacted. It couldn't handle the situation on its own, and I think it ended up. Obviously, the value of Luna and Terra both started going down together, and that was the loop it got caught in. Whatever it was doing to respond to the situation, it was like leading into it, and it did its own.
Right.
It did its own short squeeze down.
Wow. Whoops.
Whoops.
So, does any other stable coins use this method to try to maintain them?
You know what? I bet they all do. I'm sorry for doing such a shitty job explaining that. I should have had my notes. But that's the gist of it. They also they dissolved their Korean headquarters mere days before the crash. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not.
Oh, that's such a coincidence. Also, this isn't his first. The guy who created this, it's not his first failed stablecoin, apparently.
Well, what was his other one?
That would be Basis Cash. It's supposed to be worth $1. It also capsized. He dodged 2 Securities and Exchange Commission subpoenas.
Okay, so what are you going to do? You really should do some due diligence maybe before aping into crypto.
Right. Yeah. Look into who's creating the thing.
Yeah.
See what kind of track record they have. Oh, wow.
Yep. We made it this far.
Yeah.
Draw, motherfucker.
I don't know. I really had a good.
Mm.
I can look at just maybe my track record overall over the last month and my trying to get better with the futures. But I didn't really do much else other than that. So it's kind of hard to have a good. Maybe just sitting on my hands and then not overreacting.
I think the dialogue you started with Flary on the Discord counts as a good.
Yeah, trying to take advantage of that resource.
You've got like a little mentorship going on, prepping for the podcast stuff.
Yeah, that does make me feel good.
Yeah,
it's about the only thing with this market. Oh, about you? Do you have anything good?
I was only bad and ugly this week. The only thing I did that qualified as good was that today that I was thinking was I shut down Thinkorswim right before the market dumped, the S&P dumped 10 points. So that just made me sad because I should have been doing puts. I had an awful week, Kyle. I just had an awful week, and I need to take a step back and breathe a little bit. And I don't know if I should not trade at all next week and just watch, but I really need to step away.
I'd say if you're thinking that means you know what you should be doing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to think of a reason to not do what you should do.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see if Vico will let you do the trade pro call instead of me for this week.
I mean, I'm mostly sim too, so. But yeah, it could be fun.
Could be fun. We'll see.
Nothing like learning from the master. So, but it also, trying to learn from the master can make you do some things that you normally wouldn't do too. I can only imagine what the pressure is like when you're actually on the call with them, not just listening.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't have to share my fills, but I don't want to.
That's true.
But yeah, it creates its own thing. Most of my bad and ugly were all stuff I've talked about before, like over trading, revenge trading, not following my plan. Not following risk management. But I think the biggest one, my biggest ugly this week was I realized I was letting Unusual Whales changed their format, and instead of diving in and be like, okay, now how do I find the information I was finding? I was just showing up for the trade pro call and listening to Vico instead of forming my own stuff.
Right.
And that's got to be my ugliest thing I did all week was because if I had been Like this morning, I was diving in, and I was like, "Oh, this is a bearish day," and then I got talked into buying calls when I really should have just been leaning heavy on the puts, like my own system was telling me to do.
Right.
Anyway, that's my disastrous week in a nutshell.
My bad has to do with just building. I mean, I think I'm overstaying my welcome in sim with the futures trading because I'm starting to build some bad habits, and I'm not sure the right way to try to fix that. Like, I don't really want to get out of sim until like we've had that first meeting with the first episode recorded with Leo and Flary, so I can kind of get their opinion of what I should be doing going forward. But at the same time, like staying in sim too long is not helping me at this point. I don't think anymore. Like I need to start trying to get used to the feeling of live money again.
Yeah.
And actually like following my risk management type plan, because there's been a few times over the course of this last month where I just start sizing up and then get back to break even and be like, okay, I'm good. I'll just keep trying this idea until it works.
Yeah.
I think I did that Thursday, and no, that's not something I can do when I go live. Like, should have shut everything down well before that.
As somebody who did that twice this week, let me tell you, you don't want to do that live.
Exactly. And then my ugly. Man, this one really hurt. Remember when we were talking on the Discord with some of the other listeners about Target and how I wanted to get puts for the earnings report coming up? Yeah, I completely forgot to place that earnings bet the day before they reported those earnings. So when I woke up the next morning and saw Target drop $50+
Oh yeah,
on the shit earnings that we all knew was coming.
We all knew, yeah.
That really fucked with my headspace, because now I just see thousands of dollars that I missed out on. Like your brain registers it as a loss, even though it shouldn't.
Yeah,
shouldn't be. You didn't lose anything. You just didn't make anything.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough, man.
That one was kind of hard to try to overcome. So that's why I didn't really do much today. I'm still trying to get over that.
Well, on that note, let's make a bet.
All right. At least my bet last week did well.
Right? Oh, why didn't I? That's another thing. I didn't follow my Tilray bet when I did intend to wake up Monday morning.
You tried to, didn't you? I remember you looking at it. You were about to, and then I already hit your profit.
I tried to get filled. I missed it by like I missed it by where I wanted to get in by a few cents, because I was like looking at it like a day trade, and it just ran away from me. And I was like, I'm not chasing this price.
Right.
Anyway.
I need it, wanna beat it, gonna win it if I take it from you. I'm filling my positions, quit your bitching, random's gonna lose. Got a chart full of levels and a stop that's not too tight. It's bet picking time in the shop, so pick 'em right.
Oh, what you looking at? Oh, no, I get to go first, right?
Yeah, I think you can.
So many choices, but I think I'm going to have to go with energy. I think I'm going to go long ExxonMobil.
I like that.
XOM.
ExxonMobil. XOM. Yeah. Oh, man, this is trying so hard to break out of that 92 level.
Yeah, I think we're doing it next week.
It did print a bit of a doji on Friday, though, right at that top.
Well, my initial thing was I was going to short it, but then I convinced myself, looking at the options order flow, that I know doji at the top.
Well, you got access to more information than I do. So long XOM, what's the take profit and stops?
The stop. Ooh, maybe I do want to short him. Screw it. I'm going to short him. I'll put a stop at stop above at 94.
Good.
And my first take profit will be 89, and my second one will be 86.5.
That's what you want to do, right? I don't want to be influencing.
Well, that was my original idea. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. I think I want to go. This is going to sound crazy, but I think I'm got enough of a lead to where I think I can take a little more chances. But I like NVIDIA.
Okay.
where it's sitting right now. I like the nice long tail from Friday. Last time it tried to dip into that range too. Put a nice doji in, then just shot up out of that area. I want to go long, and I want to stop at, say, 154 with a take profit. We'll take the first one at, say, 190 and the second one at 210.
Okay.
There's no way it's hitting that next week, but whatever. Dream big. Just make that 200. Let's not get super greedy.
200? 200 good?
Yeah, 200 should work. All right, and then we need a random stock. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Random wants to go along United Airlines.
Ooh, UAL. Well, I was looking at Spirit and JetBlue. I was bullish, so God damn it.
Anything that relies on gas at this point, though, or any type of fossil fuel, I'm not sure that I want to be playing with it until energy prices come under control. But, you do you, random.
You do. Well, I guess it could have been worse. It could have picked ARC K and then just shot up through the moon.
Right. Oh God, has that happened yet? Where random picked one that we lost on and then smoked us on it?
Not yet. You've done that to me with AMC, if you recall, when it was down at like $2.50 a share.
Yeah, that was before we knew what was going on.
Anyway, all right, folks, there you have it. I'm short ExxonMobil. Kyle is long his madness. What was it?
NVIDIA.
Yeah. Semiconductors. They're real strong right now. Good job.
This is the worst chart I've ever seen, and that's why I'm going long.
It's the worst chart I've ever seen. Yeah, maybe I should have gone long Rocket Lab.
Should have just shorted NVIDIA.
I can't. I picked first.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sorry you can't stick around, folks. We gotta close up the shop. But it's been fun having you here. We're really glad you joined us. We'll be back at you soon with another great interview. And then in a week's time, you can see how we did on the bet. Until then, happy trades.
Goodbye.
Hey there.
Hey, Sue. How you doing?
Okay.
All right. So there's been some issues with the trading lately, and I think it's going to have to lead to a pivot.
Okay.
Kind of blew up my account. So I was going to try to get Laura to go work at one of the local gentlemen's club, but she thought that was really ridiculous and sexist. And then she flipped it on me. So now she wants me to do that. I actually think it's a good idea, and I think it would lead to a good pivot for the show, but I don't know if you still want your name attached to it. So if I was to do this, Dan would probably be the one setting up the gigs, and then we're going to rename the show Two Balls in a China Shop.
Oh, that's good.
So what do you think? Do you still want to sponsor that? Or?
So are you serious?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I knew the market was shifting kind of ugly. Yeah. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to strip. There's nothing else I can do.
You are not going to strip.
I am. It's good money. Apparently there's a big need for it.
You have to have a good body for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I started mowing my own lawn, so, I didn't think you'd buy any of this.
No.
No, I had to do this now before the episode came out, though, because consequences.
So what are you really doing?
I didn't really blow up my account.
Okay.
Hang on, again. Sorry. Say that again. So I just lost the consequences. That wasn't.
Because you just don't have. I don't know how many women are going to go after your body until unless you do something.
Women loving every man. Plus, I can do some stand-up, right? Isn't laughter like...
Now that I could guess. That I could do. Yes.
Naked stand-up?
Yeah, right. You're so funny. So Dan made me a part of your bet. You lost.
Yeah, it's either that or go next door and ask neighbors if I can mow their lawn until I get someone to say yes.
Oh, forget that.
That's exactly what I said. Instead, I'd rather tell Sue I was turning into a stripping.
I can't believe you lost.
Well, Dan should be getting his comeuppance as long as I can hold it together for one more week. Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm hitting stop now.
Two Bulls in a China Shop is an entertainment program, and all thoughts and opinions expressed in the show belong to the hosts and not of any company. They are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security or investment product. It is only intended to provide entertainment about stocks in the financial industry of trading. If you make trades based on what you hear in this show, you assume all risks for those trades.
I'm your voice of confidence. We're starting a business, and it's going to be awesome and successful, and everyone will love it.
Well, I'm your voice of self-doubt, and I don't think so.
We've got amazing ideas, awesome plans, and everything will be great.
What about all the paperwork?
No problem. I've got LegalZoom.
And I've got my doubts.
Stop doubting. LegalZoom can help us start our business in a few easy steps.
Oh?
Not so full of doubt now.
All right, let's do this. But any more than a few steps, and I'm out.
LegalZoom. Now you're in business. LegalZoom is not a law firm or a substitute for an attorney.
At Kroger, we believe it takes the right team to bring you the freshest produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Working with farmers is what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's the big $10 sale, so mix and match and get 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 10 for $10 with your card. So many great deals. Kroger, fresh for everyone.